Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Shiba Hussain Morio and I am lecturer of English at Shahid Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto Girls Degree College, Azam Basti, Karachi. First of all, I am very thankful to my worthy principal, Madam Samira Akhund, who suggested me to present my lecture online. Today I am going to give you the introduction of literature. This will be a brief introduction of literature and its types generally, and poetry and its types specifically. Literature is an art. The word art has been taken from Latin word ars, which means skill. Literature is an artistic and intellectual expressions of thought, replete with feelings and imaginations. Literature can be divided into three categories or genres: prose, play or drama, and poetry. Prose is a simple and plain language consisting of short and long sentences and paragraphs. It is without rhythm and rhyme, and it is the opposite of poetry. The textbooks for first year and second year of intermediate consisting of number of short texts including Pakistan Zindabad, the United Nations, Air Travel, Letters, 20 Minutes with Mrs. O'Cantum, Reflections on the Reawakening East, The Day the Dam Broke, etc. are the examples of prose. Not only these, but the novel The Prisoner of Zenda, written by Anthony Hope, is one of the finest examples of prose. Play or drama is another type of literature which imitates life through action, speech, and dialogue. It elaborates life's experiences through the characters who perform on the stage. Remember that action, speech, and dialogue are the most important elements of a play. For example, Shakespeare's As You Like It is one of the best examples of a play. Here we have two short plays in first year of intermediate: The Count's Revenge, written by J.H. Walsh, a melodrama based on The Count of Monte Cristo, written by Alexander Dumas, and Progress, written by St. J.G. Irvine. Coming to our main topic of the day, poetry. Poetry is an emotional and imaginative interpretation of life. It is based on the interplay of words and rhythm. In poetry, words are strung together to form sounds, images, ideas that might be too complex or abstract to describe directly. Poetry consists of two main types: subjective or personal, and objective or impersonal. In subjective poetry, poet expresses his own moods and emotions, whatever he has seen or heard. As William Wordsworth saw the daffodils, and he wrote one of his best and finest poem, The Daffodils. In nutshell, subjective or personal poetry is poet's personal ideas and thoughts. On the other hand, objective or impersonal poetry expresses a short story of a person, place, or thing. For example, John Milton's Paradise Lost. In this epic poem, he displays the life of Adam, Eve, and Lucifer, the Satan, and how Adam displeased God and lost the paradise, etc., etc. Coming back to the first example of subjective poetry, lyric. Lyric is a short poem with single thought expressing poet's feelings of musical and rhythmic nature. For example, William Wordsworth's Daffodils, Emily Dickin's The Heart Asks Pleasure First, Tennyson's A Dream of Fair Woman, and the song Under the Greenwood Tree, written by William Shakespeare, taken from his As You Like It. Song is a form of lyric mostly sung in order to bring peace of soul and mind. Ode. The literary meaning of word ode is to sing. Ode expresses some public occasions. For example, John Keats' Ode on a Gracious Urn, Ode to the Nightingale, to Autumn, Shelley's Ode to the West Wind, Wordsworth, Ode to Intermittation, Lord Byron's Don John, etc. Elegy. Elegy is a song sung while mourning, or we can say a poem of serious reflections lamenting for the dead. For example, W.B. Yeats in Memory, Walt Whitman's O Captain, My Captain, and Thomas Gray's An Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. Sonnet. Sonnet is a form of lyric, contains single emotion, mostly of 14 lines. The word sonnet has been derived from Italian word sonetto, which means a little song. For example, Amoretti by Edmund Spenser, sonnet composed upon Westminster Bridge by William Wordsworth. Shakespeare is also very famous for his sonnets, as he donates 154 sonnets to English literature. Epic. Long and dignified narrative poem celebrating the exploits of central hero is known as an epic or heroic poem. For example, the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Divine Comedy by Dante, the Faerie Queene by Edmund Spenser, Ulysses by Lord Alfred Tennyson, the Rape of the Lock by Alexander Pope. Here we have another example of objective poetry, the ballad. The literary meaning of word ballad is to dance. Ballad tells the story tersely through dialogue and describes actions and makes use of refrain. For example, Elton John's Drover, Rime of Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Tame Lane, and The Abbot of Canterbury, both written by anonymous writers. Dramatic monologue. It is a poem of speech where a speaker reveals aspects of their character while describing a particular situation or series of events. For example, My Last Touches, written by Robert Browning, Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot, and Seven Ages of Man by William Shakespeare. In the end of the lecture, I suggest my students to follow the notes, biographical notes, the notes on the elements of English verse, and the exercises at the end of the poem's handbook. I hope you will be benefit from this lecture. Thank you so much for watching. Take a good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.